Hey guys, Indy with Ultimate Tool Reviews here. Want to talk about probably, in my opinion, the most underrated tool brand out there, and it's got to be Metabo HPT. It's a brand I probably walk past in Lowe's probably over 1,000 times now. It's been there. I haven't really looked at it too much until recently. Um, Metabo seems like it's in that almost rigid kind of middle of the ground category there, where it's not necessarily up with DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, but it's not down where like Craftsman, Ryobi, and Hart are. It's right there in the middle of the brands. And I say that because, well, the tools are great quality. There's just not a huge line here in the U.S. I feel like they could definitely take off quite a bit more if we saw like a full outdoor power tool setup. If we saw definitely more drills, impacts, just overall tool lines that we're really missing that are in DeWalt, Makita, and Milwaukee that have just massive lines. Um, just from looking around, it looks like I can maybe only buy 20, 30 tools from Metabo. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong there. But the line overall is not very big at all. Basically, what I've got here is kind of all the tools I need from Metabo. I know they just released a new rear handle circular saw recently. Definitely want to get my hands on that. Although it does look an awful lot like the Makita, either the 36 volt or the XGT rear handle. Just from seeing some photos of it, it looks really, really close. But of course, once I get that in, do some testing, we'll see if it's faster, slower, somewhere in the middle compared to that Makita. But anyways, talking about the overall how underrated this tool line is. They've kind of got some features of some other lines, like the multi-volt is very similar to the DeWalt FlexVolt, in the fact that you can use the same battery on either a 36 volt tool or an 18 volt tool. Very cool design. I wish more brands would do that. It really helps save in battery costs. Hope we could see something like that from maybe Makita or Milwaukee in the future. Probably not Makita with when now they have the XGT line going, but possibly Milwaukee. We may never know, may happen, but we'll see what they do. But overall with Metabo tools, I definitely like them. It seems like, in my opinion, their focus is on features that aren't necessarily related to power. And when I say that, I mean that their tools aren't really going out there just to be the most powerful, the fastest tool out there, but Metabo's own catchphrase is durability first. So that's what they're really focusing on, is just pure durability. Most of the tools have that IP56 rating, which you don't see very commonly on many tools, but that's a fantastic rating to have. I work outside in Florida here a lot, so rain, dust, sand is very common here. So it's something great to have. I was using these tools to work on my fence not too long ago, and I love the ability to be able to just, do something quick. I gotta hold of something else, throw this on the ground quick, pick it back up. I had left it on the rain one time. It's no big deal for Metabo. It's fantastic. Also, the pricing of these tools is also amazing. So I would say, even if you're just a regular homeowner DIYer, this is probably the brand I recommend for you. All the tools in front of you right now, I got most of them brand new. The only used tool here that I actually got used was just that multi-volt battery back there. And I've got one charger up here at my charging station. But overall total that I paid for all these tools, I got this brand new off eBay, the Impact. I think I paid 60 bucks for it. I got this brand new off eBay for 99 bucks, which is a pretty common sale price. You can almost find that anywhere when it goes on sale. 100 bucks here. And then I got this kit here with the triple hammer impact and the hammer drill with two 3 amp hour batteries for 150 bucks at Lowe's, brand new. So I mean, you're looking at under $400 for everything you see here. And I've got another battery in my drawer over there as well too. So 3 batteries, which is a multi-volt battery, Recip Saw, hammer drill, triple hammer impact, and a 1/2 inch impact wrench, plus a charger for under $400 is pretty amazing what's possible there. I mean, that's pricing that you can probably buy something like a Craftsman, Hart, Ryobi entire kit there, but yet still get these tools, which is absolutely incredible. And you're not going to get multi-volt in any of those other brands. So that's pretty amazing there to see. When it comes to just the overall tool, just power rating, they're no slouch. I did a video just a few days ago with a Metabo 36-volt Recip Saw, and it actually beat out the Makita XGT saw, which is more than 2.5 times its price. And it's hard to find a Recip Saw with orbital action that's under $200, but Metabo did it. It's pretty amazing to see that. I'm pretty impressed with that. The hammer drill, definitely probably one of the best tools here, I would say, for just, hammer drilling, getting drill, just usual drill tasks here and there. The only thing I don't like about it is probably just some of the white up here. That'll get dirty pretty fast. As you can see, I've been using it to drill out some concrete bricks here and there. But it seems like it's got a lot of power. Some of my Makita drills definitely will overtake it, but for the price, it's pretty hard to beat. Now, the triple hammer impact is definitely something that is pretty interesting in my opinion. And the triple hammer impact isn't necessarily going to be the most powerful impact out there. I did a video a while back where I talked about impact drivers, and this one is one of the top ones in my opinion just because its durability. Having that IP56 rating, and the triple hammer in itself doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to hit 3 times as hard, but it's going to hit 3 times as fast, or not 3 times as fast, but it's going to hit about 30% faster than most other impact drivers with just 2 hammers. So it's a fantastic impact driver, but it's not going to, win races against other brands. Now, that's not a big deal. I use this one even though quite a bit. I know some of my top-end Makitas are going to be faster than this, and they definitely are. But for the price, basically, if you basically split these up in the kit, this is only $75 with a battery and half a charger, technically. So overall, it's actually a fantastic deal. Haven't got my hands on the 36-volt version yet, but definitely want to see how much more powerful that one is. And of course, it's not easy to find a really solid, cheap half-inch impact wrench. And I don't think this is the mid-torque. This is just going to be like your regular compact, subcompact, half-inch impact driver. Now, will this take off the lugs off your car? Yeah, it definitely will. But it's going to be an impact driver definitely for more driving, some small, mid-sized legs, working on your car, pretty much anything day-to-day around the house, most job site use. Yeah, it's not a mid-torque, it's not a high torque, but it's going to get the job done. And you can generally find these pretty cheap. I think they're currently on sale at Lowe's for like $100 right now. And they can be found used, brand new on eBay, pretty cheap as well, too. I got this one for, I think, $60 shipped to my door. Fantastic deal. And this is actually one that I dunked in a barrel of water a couple times and then drove a lag with it. So IP56 rating is definitely pretty big, especially for the price. I know the DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee stuff is pretty pricey. You'd have a hard time finding one for under even $100, even used. So that's pretty amazing there. But all in all, from what I've seen from Metabo HPT, definitely some really durable stuff. The price point is excellent. Just absolutely incredible. Probably the star of the show here is going to be this Recip Saw. And in my video that I just did recently with it beating the Makita XGT in speed, and this thing is easily half the price, if not cheaper, than the Makita, depending on the pricing you find for both of them, is incredible. Now, there is some odd things with this Recip Saw that I'm not a huge fan of. So when you put a battery in, I don't understand what Metabo is thinking with this thing. This is kind of weird. I mean, maybe for protection if you throw it down a bit, but I don't know. It kind of just hangs off there a little strange. Yeah, this is fine. But when you get up here, one thing I noticed that was really strange, and let me get this out here, is I've been having issues with the chuck on this thing. And let me try to show you what I mean here. I'm just going to grab a Recip Saw blade, and I will show you what I mean here. All right, so I've got a Recip Saw blade, regular Diablo blade here. And let's see what happens. So it says to turn it this way, and then the blade should go in. I got it all the way turned, and it is not. There we go. So even brand new out of the box, it was doing that. Like it doesn't want to take the blade right away. Like there may be something jammed in there. It was doing it brand new out of the box too. So also, this is pretty hard to get your hands into. If you're wearing gloves, you definitely have an issue doing this, getting that in there. So that's just a small little complaint I got about this saw here. Not a huge deal. I definitely like when they have the blade releases up here, where you can just flip a thing up there and boom, you're good to go. I like having to reach my fingers into here. It doesn't work for too well getting my hands out of there. But other than that, Metabo HPT, definitely probably one of the most amazing brands that isn't too expensive, yet they're definitely pushing in other directions other than just power. And that's so common in the power tool industry, is just to focus on power. What tool is the most powerful? What tool is the fastest? And in my opinion, I like to look for features that actually help me get the job done faster, and not just driving the speed of a screw. Of course, if that tool drives it super fast, that's great, but it's also got to survive the day as well too. So I want it to be tough, durable. Giving me options for modes and settings is important as well, and Metabo really does that nicely too. Now, some of the settings on these impacts can be a little strange. I'm not a huge fan of the on the side here, and I really wish that the battery readings were on every battery, like most other brands do. Not a fan of the batteries. That I don't know what the current battery life is right now, just on this battery. And of course, they have the battery life indicator on the tools, but it only shows you at 100 or 50 or 0%. I'd like to see at least 3 or 4 options on there. Telling me my battery is now at 50% isn't necessarily that helpful. I'd like to know if I'm at 75, 25, where am I at exactly? Not just giving me really 2 options there. But that's just a small thing, not a huge deal there. But other than that, that's pretty much all I've got from Metabo. Definitely going to get some more tools from Metabo. Very cool stuff. Let me know in the comments, guys, what do you guys think about Metabo HPT? And if you compare it against some of their brands, let me know what you think. But yep, thanks you guys for watching, and have a great day.